Sports talk worldwide, and it's boxing again. So you know what time it is? You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, the news is Sullivan Barrera knocks out, let me get his name right, Vyacheslav Shabranskyy, right? Now, Barrera is 18-1 with 13 KOs, right? Comes from Cuba. And Shabransky's 17-0 with 14 KOs before this fight. Comes from Ukraine. Both of these guys come from schools of amateur boxing where it's going down. Everyone knows Cuba is very, 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 very good in the amateurs, in Ukraine as well. So both of these guys should to be respected. In the light heavyweight division, you had an undefeated Ukrainian. All right, and you had one-time defeated Sullivan Barrera, who only lost to Andre Ward. Now, this fight, you just got to check it out yourself. It was knocked down in round one. Barrera knocked down my man Shabranskyy in round one, right? Shabranskyy got up and knocked him down in round two. It was really, a lot of belief in this guy, Shabranskyy. I'm very impressed. Once Barrera started taking over around 3-4. The guy still believed in himself. He was knocked down again in round five. Here's the thing, too. Even before the last round came, his corner said, this is the last round. Man, we ain't going to let you take no more punishment. Dude came out there and forced the action, okay, and really was believing in himself. I thought he was going to come back and win the fight. I really did. That's how much belief he had in himself. But he ended up getting stopped with the right hand. And then round five, I think, was the left-right combination from Barrera that was really off the charts. But the point is, both of these guys, gave it their all. You could tell that these guys are winners. Both of them, can keep their heads up high. Shabranskyy, you're gonna go ahead and do some good things in boxing for sure because of the heart. He's gonna be there. You could really tell that this is not a loser. And Barrera is good to see him bounce right back from the Ward loss, because I can remember how I was feeling when he lost to Ward and going into the fight. I was like, something, when you hear undefeated and Cuban, I've said this several times, undefeated and Cuban in a sentence, and you're talking about boxing, then somebody's dangerous. This is probably a dangerous guy. He's going to be very talented. I don't care if he has boxing skills or power, but he's going to be pretty good if he's undefeated in Cuban, period. And that's what this guy was in the light heavyweight division. He was undefeated, Cuban, and he was the #1 mandatory for the monster that we call Sergey Kovalev, the Crusher. So I was wondering, whoa, man, Andre Ward, you're going to come up from a lower division and fight the mandatory for Kovalev? And he's undefeated in Cuban? I was worried for Ward. I can remember. I was like, man, you don't be messing with no undefeated Cubans and going up in weight. All right? That's why I thought, after that fight and Ward dominated this guy, I thought that, okay, now where are the accolades going to be? Come on, let's give it up. That's not easy to do. But instead, it was, Sullivan Barrera was not that good in the first place. So it's wins like this that show that Sullivan Barrera is that good in the first place. Because he's right back in the mix. Right back in the mix. And it's kind of solidified what Andre Ward is. And that's great. Elite. About to be boxing royalty. To come up and wait and beat a guy like this was not easy to do. That's why I'm saying something about this fight. And so we can kind of, make everything relative. Barrera is just be the undefeated Ukrainian with a lot of belief in himself, right? Beat him pretty good, but lost to Andre Ward. So what does that make Mr. Ward? So everybody, it's a lot going down in the world of boxing, even on a day like this where the biggest fight should have been something else. That's why we're a little bit feisty today, but whatever. At least go back, check out this fight. Sullivan Barrera knocks out Shabranskyy in round 7, and it was a very good fight, an excited fight up until the end. Y'all check it out. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.